Hi everyone. Am I audible? Can someone confirm if I'm audible? I'm great. Let me check my audio settings very quickly. Yeah, I think I should be audible. Can someone confirm if my audio is clear? Money, you're loud and clear. Great. Thanks, Rakesh. Thanks, Abhishek. Yes, cool. You're audible. So we have very good agenda today. That is, I will explain you the order of the playlist to follow, the playlist order to success, as you might have seen on the thumbnail, and along with that, we will be also taking up questions. So it will be two things. One is ask me anything, and other is the order of the playlist. So let's just wait for 2 minutes. Akshay, thank you so much. Thanks, Vinay. Andre, hi. Okay, we will just wait for 1 more minute. Rohit, hi. Hey, Khan. Okay, we will also pick up questions today. Love from USA. Thank you, Lokesh. Yep, I think we have good number of people. We have 250 people already joined. So more people are expected to join. But yeah, we will get started. What is generative AI? We have a video on the channel. Please check that. Okay, so firstly, I will talk with the most important. I'll start with the most important topic. Lot of people have been asking this, that Abhishek, what are the order of the playlists that I have to follow from your channel? What is the series of playlists? Like, there are multiple playlists on your channel. So people who are getting placed, because you might see success stories that I'm posting every week on the channel. So a lot of people ask me, Abhishek, what should be the order of the playlist that I have to follow? So first, let's start with understanding that. You know, I will explain you a very, I'll give you a very simple word. Please try to remember this word. Abhishek, I cannot record this meeting. Uh, it will be on YouTube, so you can watch it later as well. So the order of the playlist, I'll just give you one word. The word is date. DATE. Just remember this. Okay. So D stands for DevOps Zero to Hero. A stands for AWS or Azure Zero to Hero. TE stands for Terraform Zero to Hero. Just follow the playlist in the same order. DevOps Zero to Hero, AWS or Azure Zero to Hero, Terraform Zero to Hero. Date. If you follow these playlists in order, if you do the projects in the playlist, then there is a very good chance for you to get selected. You can either pick up AWS or Azure. In the date, you should definitely do D, which is DevOps Zero to Hero, A, AWS or Azure Zero to Hero. Whatever is up to you. 60 percentage, or like I can tell you that majority of the market share is with AWS, but Azure is also picking up. A lot of companies are using Azure. So you can either go with what is the order, please mention. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Prabhas, date, DATE. DevOps Zero to Hero. A is AWS or Azure Zero to Hero. TE is Terraform Zero to Hero. Once you complete these things, you can go with Python for DevOps engineers, which is advanced. I have done some advanced projects also in Python. Yeah, that is what I was talking about, Abhishek. So once you complete this date, then go with P for Python. How about Kubernetes? Kubernetes is already covered in the DevOps Zero to Hero, right? If you want to learn advanced Kubernetes, then we have the Kubernetes playlist that is separate. But this is something that you have to learn mandatory. DATE, DevOps, AWS or Azure Zero to Hero. TE stands for Terraform Zero to Hero. Once you complete this, then you can go with Python Zero to Hero. We have done some advanced projects on Kubernetes, such as dynamic admission controller. We did Kubernetes operators, right? So these are mandatory. After that, move to the advanced things that I was explaining. So don't forget the word date. Date is the success mantra on this channel. Whoever wants to follow the videos on this channel, if you are looking for the success stories, how these people who are posting on the channel that they got placed, or on LinkedIn, a lot of people are posting on LinkedIn and tagging Abhishek.Veeramalla, right? That is me. So whoever, they are doing very simple thing. They are just following. Even Vishwa, I don't know how many people have watched the last video we did with Vishwa, who joined as a DevOps engineer. He is a fresher from college. He joined as a DevOps engineer, and even Vishwa was explaining the same thing on the channel. So it's the same success mantra for everyone, whether you are joining from non-IT stream, IT stream, career gap. The playlist order is the same, right? I'll repeat one more time if someone has joined recently. After that, I will go with the questions. I'll pick up the questions from the chat section. But one final time, date is the success mantra. DATE, right? D stands for DevOps Zero to Hero. A stands for AWS or Azure Zero to Hero. TE stands for Terraform Zero to Hero. Perfect. Now, let me pick up the questions. I'll pick up questions from the chat section. I'm looking at. Hi, Abhishek. Hi, Abhishek. I got a offer in cloud engineer, but what is different from DevOps? See, basically, these days, previously, there used to be different positions for cloud administrator, cloud engineers, DevOps engineers. But at this point of time, it is like DevOps engineers doing most of these things. So a lot of the companies are on public cloud platform such as AWS or Azure. So there is not much difference if you are joining as a cloud engineer or a DevOps engineer. If your organization is both on premises and on cloud, probably they might have a DevOps engineer who is looking at the on premises and cloud engineer who is looking at the cloud infrastructure. But very unlikely these days, people look at the DevOps engineers for all these activities, right? So your company might have that position called cloud engineer, but you should learn everything that is part of DevOps. And if you're already selected, you can also call recruiters, you can call the team that has selected you, and you can ask them. Thank you so much, Santosh. Let's pick up other questions. Okay, there is, what is this? Abhishek, I got my first job as DevOps engineer, 5 lakhs per annum. Great. I am in 4th year computer science engineering. Any suggestions for me for future? And between, I build home server for DevOps project that helped me a lot. Nice. Great one. So any suggestions? You already got an opportunity. So suggestion would be basically to keep yourself updated, right? You are in your 4th year of college, so probably once you join the organization, just do not give up the zeal of learning new things. That would be only suggestion. And a lot of people, once they join organization, uh, they ignore the learning part. So do not ignore the learning part, just go with the flow, but also keep updating yourself. That's the only suggestion that I can give. Aditya Sharma, thank you so much for joining as a member. So if you join the channel as a member, you will not get any additional videos, but members will get access to a Telegram group where you can ask questions. If you have any doubts while practicing the projects, while practicing the videos, you can ask such questions in the Telegram group. There are good number of people on the Telegram channel, and also I am very active, so we will try to help each other on the channel. but there are no additional videos for the members. Videos are open for everyone. All the videos that I'm doing on the channel are for free. Uh, okay, I'll translate this to English. Uh, the comment says DevOps is hard. Okay, so that is the comment I have translated. It's actually in Telugu. So there is nothing like DevOps is hard or development is hard. One thing that I keep telling people is be passionate about what you're doing, right? If you're passionate about what you're doing, then it's not hard. Do not keep expectations that I'll join an organization and it will be a cakewalk for me once I join an organization. It depends company to company. The same package in one company might be expecting less work, and same position in a different company might expect you to do a lot of work. So it also depends on company, lot of factors. But one thing that I recommend is start loving what you're doing, right? Only then you will not feel that pain. Now I'm very passionate about teaching. So basically making videos on YouTube and sharing my knowledge. That's why I'm able to find time and I'm able to make these videos. Otherwise, it is also very tough, right? Full time job and being active on YouTube. But the reason why I'm able to do it is because I'm very passionate about it. I am loving what I'm doing. Similarly, love DevOps because you are already working as DevOps engineer. If you still can't do it, then DevOps is not right fit for you. Probably you should choose any other stream where you actually love what you're doing. Right? Let's pick up any other comments. Hmm, okay. Yeah. Before I take this comment, so basically the success mantra for the playlist on the channel, the order of the playlist that you have to follow. If anyone has joined now, remember the word date, DATE. D is for DevOps Zero to Hero. A is pick up anything, AWS or Azure Zero to Hero. TE is Terraform Zero to Hero. These are the mandatory skills, the order of the playlist that you have to follow. Once you complete these things, then go with Python for DevOps. But date is something that you have to mandatorily complete. It's the success mantra. If any one of you wants to follow the channel and wants to get placed in DevOps and cloud roles by just following the contents of this channel, then just follow the same order. Okay. Navneet has a question. I've got I've got 2 years experience as DevOps engineer, worked on Terraform, GitHub, Jenkins, AWS, Azure, GCP. When I apply for jobs, I believe, for jobs, LinkedIn Naukri, they are replying, stating that 2 years of experience is quite not enough. Okay. So first thing is, are you applying for 2 years position or are you applying for more number of years of position? If you are applying for 2 years position, then they should not be saying 2 years is not enough, right? Because if they are looking for 2 years experience candidate, how can they reply that 2 years is not enough? Uh, yeah, probably you should be looking at jobs. 2 years, you can also apply for 3 years if you have 2 years experience. But beyond that, if you apply, then they might not pick. Okay, let me read more comments. Okay, there is some issue with the internet connection, I guess. Just give me a second. Okay, scripting is needed for DevOps, right? So the question, What is the issue? There is some issue with the network. Just give me a second. Okay, uh, I'm back. Sorry, there was some network issue. Is scripting needed for DevOps? So again, just follow the playlist in the order. Scripting is already part of the playlist. Okay, so shell scripting is already part of the DevOps Zero to Hero playlist. When I say DevOps Zero to Hero, it has all the concepts that are required. After that, you have AWS or Azure Zero to Hero, which are the concepts on cloud, right? Then you have the Terraform Zero to Hero, which is for Terraform. Okay, there is one super chat. Hi Abhishek, I have 9 years experience in embedded domain, but I'm struggling in this domain. Okay, I want to switch to DevOps. My salary is 11 lakhs per annum. My concern is if I switch to DevOps, will my salary get affected or will it increase? Okay, perfect. This is a very genuine question. A lot of people have similar questions, right? A lot of people wants to understand if they transition their career into DevOps, will they get the same package that they have? Will the package increase, decrease? So what you need to do is you need to show at least couple of years of experience by doing the projects, so that you can showcase 7 years of experience in the embedded domain, and just try to showcase at least uh, 2 years or 3 years of experience in in DevOps. You can showcase that by doing the projects on the channel, and by that you will get more package. 9 years 11 lakhs, to be honest the package is less, so you can aim at least 25 or even more than that, so your package will not get affected. Let me see if my network still has issue. I will check that. uh, okay, let's pick up this question. Yeah, I think it's good. I'm not learning in my company, should I move on? Definitely, if you are not learning in your current organization, you should move on. You should look for different opportunities. Do not try to stick there, because we are in the world of generative AI where things are moving very fast. Technology is getting updated very fast. So please do not try to stick to your position if you are comfortable. If you got comfortable, that means probably you are not learning new things. You are not updating your skill set. So please try to move on, and please try to learn new things. Yeah, the answer to your question is definitely you should look for opportunities outside if you are not learning things. Okay, let's pick up questions from live. Sorry, because I have some internet issues. I don't know if you are not able to hear my answers right. I hope there is no audio issue at your, I mean, when I'm speaking, I hope there is no audio issue for you. Okay, let's pick up one interesting question. Non-IT background, I think a lot of people might relate to this. People who do not have experience in DevOps might relate. So let's see. Hello, Abhishek. Ranjit here from non-IT background. Basics, some Linux and AWS cloud. Is your DevOps playlist enough for me? Not just DevOps playlist. DATE is the success mantra. DATE. DevOps zero to hero. AWS or Azure zero to hero. TE stands for Terraform zero to hero. These are the order of playlists that you have to follow. But yeah, first start with DevOps zero to hero and complete that. Okay, there is one question here. Let's pick up the question. Hi, bro. I'm getting calls from LinkedIn and Naukri, but not moving my profile further rounds because of while I'm doing practicing Kubernetes. Please give me suggestions how to prepare. So the suggestion is very simple. Date, DATE. Just follow the playlist in order. Do the projects that I have done. There are more than 40 projects on the channel. If you do those projects, there is no question that you don't get hands-on or real-time experience. If you just do those projects, you will get real-time hands-on experience and you can answer scenario-based questions. I can guarantee you that do those projects, you can answer scenario based questions because I am doing those projects by taking up scenarios. Best example is a recent project that I have done. Key Vault Kubernetes integration for secrets management. Lot of DevOps engineers working in organizations might also not able to do that because they are critical projects. Probably a lot of people might not get opportunity to do those projects. I'm making those projects from my experience. I'm looking at the job descriptions quite frequently to understand what kind of content should I make on this channel, right? So I'm continuously making videos. I'm continuously looking at the job descriptions so that I can keep my content relevant to the job market. Okay, Manoj has a question. Hi, bro. I have been preparing for UPSC. I have 4 years career gap now, and I'm not getting calls from firms. Help me out. If it is okay to keep fake experience, no, 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 no. Do not, like, even in your worst nightmares, do not think about fake experience, because if you think about fake experience, that means you are not only risking your career at this point of time, but you are risking your career throughout the IT experience, throughout your IT career. Even 5 years later, someone might come to you, but they might perform your background verification, and even during that time, they will understand that you opted or you choose the fake experience way, and there is a chance that they can fire you out of that company. These days, everything is digital. If they simply go to your UN or if they simply go to your PAN, they will easily understand if you have a dual employment, moonlighting, fake experience. It's very easy. So please do not go with that path. Whoever it is, do not go with that path. Okay. KK has a question. What was that? Let me pull that one more time. DevOps roles ask for wide mix of different tools, and the domain is always evolving. 100% right. How to make ourselves noticeable and how to stay updated with the constantly changing DevOps world. Yeah. So The very first thing that I would suggest, if you are in the DevOps space, please love what you are doing. It's not that you go to your workplace, just work from 9 to 6, 9 to 7, and just come back, because this space is constantly evolving. There are a lot of new things, and personally I feel this space is very, very interesting space. I do Golang development. I'm actually working as a software engineer, but I have great interest in DevOps. That's why I'm constantly learning DevOps. I'm constantly updating myself. Also, my end users or customers are DevOps engineers, so I get to understand what's happening in this space. But if you really have interest in this, if you are very passionate about DevOps engineering, then you will love updating yourself. You will constantly update yourself, you will constantly learn new things. Otherwise you will find things difficult. Now you will start feeling that DevOps is very vast, DevOps is huge. I'm not able to cope up with DevOps, let me change my stream. All these thoughts, you will get all these thoughts if you don't like DevOps, or if you just enter to the DevOps field, if by taking someone else's suggestion, and you're forcefully entering into the DevOps market. Otherwise, if you love it, then you will realize how beautiful it is, constantly updating, constantly evolving. There are new features. If you keep yourself updated, there is great opportunities waiting for you. More than developers, DevOps engineers get paid if you are a good DevOps engineer. Yeah, just if you're asking about how do you keep yourself updated, there are a lot of sources, right? For example, on our channel we are doing a lot of videos, or you can watch Medium blogs. You can take a look at Hashnode blogs. There are a lot of people writing interesting stuff. That way you can keep yourself updated. Okay. Venkata Vishwas is asking, done 45 days of DevOps. Please guide me next, please. Okay, Venkata Vishwas, I repeated multiple times in this live. I'm telling it one more time for you. DATE is the success mantra. DATE. Remember this word. D stands for DevOps Zero to Hero. A stands for AWS or Azure Zero to Hero. TE stands for Terraform. That is Terraform Zero to Hero. If you are done with D, move towards AWS or Azure, whichever you would like. You can pick any of them because both of them are doing good. AWS has little more chances compared to Azure. So pick up whatever you find comfortable. After that, go with Terraform Zero to Hero. This is the success mantra. Okay. Let's pick up any new comments. Okay, apart from jobs, if you have any other questions, you can also ask that. I'm picking up comments from the comments section. And this time, I'm keeping the comments the same way. Like if you are watching this video later point of time, once it is uploaded, still you will be able to see the comments. Okay. This question, cloud engineer roadmap, please. Again, a lot of people are asking about cloud engineer versus DevOps engineer. I told you that these days there is nothing like that. What is cloud engineer, right? Let's try to understand. If you have your infrastructure both in on-premises and cloud, probably some companies might have cloud engineers as a different role, DevOps engineers as a different role. But these days, most of the organizations are on public cloud, that is AWS, Azure. So DevOps engineers perform all of their operations mostly on cloud, right? If I have to create Kubernetes, either I spin up virtual machines on Kubernetes, or I will just go to AKS or EKS and create a Kubernetes cluster. Anyways, I'm using cloud to perform the operations. So what is the difference between DevOps and cloud ops, or DevOps engineer and cloud engineer? Personally, I don't think there is anything like that these days. cloud operations, specifically infrastructure uh, configuration, or it can be Kubernetes cluster management, configuration management. Everything is taken by DevOps engineers only. So if you are thinking that cloud engineering is something that is easy, or cloud engineering is different from DevOps engineering, sorry, there is nothing like that. Okay. Thank you so much. One of the best DevOps influencers. Thank you. Okay. Then let me pick up some other comments. Okay. If I put 3 years of experience as DevOps engineer, how many projects in resume? Please suggest. If you are showing 3 years experience as a DevOps engineer, what do you mean by how many projects? See, projects are basically for freshers. If you are an experienced engineer, those projects are basically tasks for you, right? For a fresher, let's say 3-tier architecture deployment on Kubernetes, it's a project for them. But if you are a DevOps engineer, already if you are planning to show 3 years of experience as a DevOps engineer, 3-tier architecture deployment on a Kubernetes cluster is a task for you. What is a project for you? Project is the client that you are working for. Or if you're working in a product-based company, project is the feature, or project is basically, let's say, catalogs, products. Those are the projects for you, right? So if you are 3 years experience candidate, you will not showcase projects that you're doing from YouTube. You will showcase them as your tasks. Projects, for example, if you take me as an example, my experience as an example, in my case, projects in Red Hat, the project that I'm doing is GitOps. Like, I'm building a GitOps product or leading a GitOps product team. So that is my project. I can add all those things, like deployed an application using Argo CD, or deployed application to multiple clusters to using Argo CD. Those are all my tasks, day-to-day activities. Those are not my projects. My projects is GitOps product lead at Red Hat, or GitOps, OpenShift GitOps is my product, something like that. Okay, cool. We have one more super chat. Thank you so much. Let's see, what is it. Oh, I think we have a couple of them. I think I missed them. Completed BSc in 2021. Can I get fresher job in DevOps? You have to be very focused. You have to be very dedicated, because you have completed your BSc in 2021. After that, there is 2022, there is 2023, there are 2024 pass outs. So you are competing with a large number of people, right? So you have to make sure that you are up to date with your skills. You have to be prepared with a proper reason why from 2021 to 2024 you have taken a career gap. So with all of these justifications, you will find some difficulty, but it is not impossible, right? Whether you want to get into DevOps, you want to get into QE, you want to get into development, you want to get into SRE, anyway, the career gap is something that you have to justify. Apart from that, it all depends on how passionate you are. You can definitely get into DevOps. I've seen people getting into DevOps, but it's your potential, your way of learning, your attitude, and your perseverance. How to, okay, what was this? Let me see this question. So the question is, how to get calls 4 years experience in career gap. Okay. So Manoj is asking this question. Let me pull this out. Yeah. How to get calls with 4 years career gap. Okay. So if you have 4 years career gap, I think it's the same thing that Srinu was asking. So if you have 4 years career gap, obviously it will be difficult to start getting calls, because a lot of recruiters, once you send your profile, they will be hesitant. They will go with people who do not have career gap. So you have to keep trying. There is no specific portal for career gap people, or there is nothing like that. All that you need to do is go with LinkedIn, go with Naukri only. You have to keep applying. Apply for 100 profiles, 90 people might not get back to you because you have a career gap. You will only get 5 to 10 calls, let's say, out of 100. And you have to make sure that even if out of those 10 calls, if there is one interview scheduled, you have to crack that interview. That is how you have to prepare. Okay, so you have to be stronger than other people. You have to dedicate more time. You have to focus more because you have a career gap, which is a disadvantage, whether we talk about it openly or not, but it's a disadvantage that you have. So you have to make sure that you follow the right path. You don't give up, you hustle, and finally you will succeed. uh, I think, this question, this is a very difficult one. How to tackle 90 days notice period? Please suggest. This is from Sumit. So, Sumit, first thing, I'll be bluntly honest. I don't actually know how to tackle the 90 days notice period. One thing my subscribers keep telling me, like people who got placed, one thing that I understand from them is that if they have 90 days notice period, they try to negotiate with their manager. They first give the interview, they try to get the job. One is they try to negotiate with the manager. Second is they look for buyout option. These are the only things even I know. uh, I'm sorry, but I don't have an answer exactly on how to tackle 90 days notice period. Okay, the next question is from Mohammad Imad. Hi Abhishek, I am from IT background, currently pursuing my final year CS. Please give some suggestions for freshers as DevOps engineers. Is there any scope for freshers in the industry? Uh, Imad, if you saw, Vishwa was also a fresher. Yesterday, I uploaded a podcast. If you did not see that, please take a look at that. So, Vishwa was able to get into DevOps. So, for freshers, it is difficult not because you are choosing DevOps as a career. Basically, it's very unfortunate for 2023 and 2024 freshers that there are not many openings out there. There are not many companies who are recruiting freshers. Otherwise, in my company last year, that is in 2022, I have seen a lot of freshers entering DevOps job roles. So the market was good. A lot of people were entering DevOps and cloud job role. But this year and previous year, unfortunately, market was very, very hard on freshers, right? But it's not impossible. Just watch the podcast of Vishwa. Vishwa shared the tips as well. Okay, Durgesh has a question. So we just have 10 more minutes, right? In 10 minutes, I'll stop the live. So if you have any questions, please ask. Hi, Abhishek. I appreciate Zero to Hero DevOps journey. After completing DevOps Zero to Hero playlist, what level of experience can one reasonably claim? Okay. So not just DevOps Zero to Hero. Please complete the DATE DevOps Zero to Hero, AWS or Azure Zero to Hero, whatever you would like, Terraform Zero to Hero. After completing these three playlists, along with that, if you also go with Python for DevOps playlist, you can showcase even up to 7-8 years of experience because there are 40 projects, and most of those projects are real-time projects such as cost optimization, compliance management, configuration management. We did entire application deployments, like everything that organization or DevOps engineers do in organization. From security point of view, we did security management of Kubernetes using Kyverno. So we did very good projects. CI/CD, we have lot of projects. So you can easily go with 7 to 8 years experience. Final year at IIT. Done D in date, but no interviews. Yeah, unfortunately, like I was talking about Aditya. So this year and previous year was very hard for the freshers. I totally understand. I stand with the feelings of freshers. This is very unfortunate. I think back in 2008 there was similar situation. There are no interview calls, I think it is improving little bit now. In 2023, it was very tough. Right now, it is still better. I see some opportunities for freshers. Even people are posting on LinkedIn. I see LinkedIn very frequently. So I'm seeing people are joining as DevOps interns, people are joining as DevOps freshers. So there is some light, there is some hope that I can see. Market is getting better for freshers. So don't give up. Uh, if you don't have opportunities, there is nothing that you can change. You are not in a position to control the market. So don't get demotivated. Just keep updating your skills. And when the time comes, you have to be the first one to clear the interviews, right? So focus, because we cannot do anything about the market. Neither you can do anything nor I can do anything. Thank you, SS. Okay, let's see if there are any interesting comments in the chat section. Please do not spam the chat section. Hi, will we have Golang playlist? Yes, definitely we will have a Golang playlist. Don't worry about that. I will definitely do a Golang playlist. But whenever I do a playlist on the channel, my focus is very simple. My focus is that firstly, I want to do the playlist that will help large number of people. Golang for DevOps engineer is an exceptional skill. It's not a mandatory skill, right? So I know Golang. That doesn't mean I have to teach Golang. On a day, last 5 to 6 years, I've been contributing in the open source space. And even if you go to my GitHub profile, you will see a lot of my contributions. Not lot, 99% of my contributions are in Golang to the projects like Ingress Controller, GitOps. So it doesn't mean that I know Golang, so I have to teach you Golang. What I look at is, if I take a particular concept, how many number of people will it help? That's why I'm going in a particular order. Hi sir, I have almost completed DevOps 0 to Hero playlist. Also, I have updated my resume. I'm in final year. Okay. I'm in final year of an IIT, BTech plus MTech. But still I'm not getting any interviews. Please guide. Yeah, don't worry, Aditya. That's what I'm talking about. Market is getting slightly better, so there is no problem. Okay, there are too many super chats. I request people to please stop the super chats at this point of time, because I'm going to end this live session in 5 minutes. So please stop the super chats. We can pick up. We will do the live very frequently. I will do the live. So Harsh, thank you so much. Akshay, GitLab full course, please. Thank you. Hey, GitLab, you don't need a full course on GitLab. There are starting materials on the channel. So in DevOps Zero to Hero playlist, you will learn about Git. You will learn about the basic Git commands. On each video of the channel, we are using Git. So you already understand the concepts like Git clone. You understand what is pull request. You understand what are issues. You know what is the difference between pull and fork. And if you keep practicing Git, then you will get acquainted with basic commands, Git commands like rebase, merge, revert, clone. All of these things are very easy to understand. Then GitLab is just a distribution of Git, right? So if you know GitHub, learning GitLab is probably 1 or 2 days effort. The CI/CD pipelines are little different. There are automated deployments in GitLab, which is again a new concept. Like that, there are few concepts, but you don't need a full course on GitLab. You can also learn it by yourself. Lokesh, thank you for joining as a channel member. SS, what is the salary for freshers in DevOps? It depends on company. SS, it's not that there is a standard package for everyone. Like for TCS, they have a different package slab. For Google or Amazon, they have a different package slab. So your question should be, uh, what is a package for freshers as DevOps engineers in XYZ companies. So I will tell you, the package of freshers are, equal to the packages that they offer for the full stack engineers. So if you know a particular company, what it offers to full stack engineers, you can compare it with the same number. Cool. Let me pick up last two questions and then I will close the live. We will keep doing lives. At least I'm planning to do one live for week per week, because a lot of people have questions. I understand that these sessions are helping you a lot, so the intention is also to help people. So that's why I will be doing more live sessions. You will be seeing me doing more and more lives. Okay, there are too many comments. Let me pick up any two questions. Are these career consulting gurus? Okay. Uh, Good one. Let me pick up. Are these career consulting gurus really helpful as they claim in the videos that they can help us max package by playing with HR mind? I don't know whom exactly are you referring here, but it depends on whom you are choosing as your mentor, right? So Amanjeet, in your case, I don't know who is your mentor and whom exactly are you talking about, but why should you trust anyone? Like, you don't have to trust me, you don't have to trust any mentor. Understand what is the intention of your mentor, right? Of a particular person. Go through their profile, see what they are doing, right? And if there is anything that they are trying to get benefit out of you, by evaluating all these parameters, you can decide if you want to choose them as your mentor or not. And maximum package, I don't know, anybody should not claim that, because you cannot help all the students to get maximum package, right? Okay, one more question, one last question. I will see what is the one that helps a lot of people. How much depth is needed in Argo? Like, Argo is a, as an end user, Argo is something that you can learn in a week, right? We have uh, GitOps and Argo playlists. Just learn that, then just go through the documentation. It will take 1 day to learn. Apart from the playlist, that's more than enough for what you want to learn on Argo. From the end user point of view, I'm not talking as a contributor. Okay. Okay, this will be my last question that I'm going to pick up. I think this will help a lot of people. That's why I'm picking up this. How to secure cloud infra? Can you speak on cloud security? Sure. So first thing is, whenever you are dealing with cloud infrastructure, always go with infrastructure as code. Do not manually change anything on cloud, right? So go with Terraform, go with Cloud Formation templates or ARM templates, Bicep, depending upon the cloud platform you are. Go with the infrastructure as code tool. Work on the drift detection strategy. What is your drift detection strategy? Let's say if you're doing Terraform, then Terraform has some issues with drift detection, right? If someone goes to your cloud platform and modifies things, then for Terraform it's very hard to identify that. You have to add that logic. If you're using something like Crossplane, then Crossplane comes with that automatic drift detection and auto healing capability. But otherwise, if you're using things like Terraform, you have to define your drift detection strategy. If you don't have a proper drift detection strategy, then you have to go with uh, you know zero privilege model. What is a zero privilege model? You initially start with giving people access, then you slim down the access, then you slim down the access further, and you almost reach to a point of zero privilege that most of the people cannot go to your cloud platform, like almost like 90% of the people should be able to do nothing on your cloud platform through the user interface, right? Or through their IAM roles, they should not have a lot of access. If they want to perform tasks, then it should be through your IIC platform. It should be through your platform engineering platform that you're building, or through your CI/CD pipelines. So go with a zero privilege model. You cannot start with zero privilege model. You have to start with the least privilege model, and from the least privilege, you can slim down it further, 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 and finally reach the zero privilege model. That means initially you might give a lot of people IAM access, and that IAM policies might not be strict in the initial case. Then you will identify, you'll slim down the IAM rules and IAM policies for the IAM users. Further you slim down, and you go with the zero privilege model. This is one cloud security. Other cloud security is with respect to the applications. Build proper firewalls, have the API gateways, right? Have the web application firewalls. Make sure that you don't have your applications in the private subnet talking to the internet directly. You have a NAT gateway. Only through the NAT gateway the applications are talking to the internet. Similarly, any resource that you pick up, let's say you're talking about S3, then make sure you don't have the slightest of thing, you don't have public access enabled. Then you further try to understand if the CORS is enabled. So in each resource you have to think about the security. That way you can master the cloud security, right? I will try to make videos in depth on this one, because it's very hard to explain in 5 to 10 minutes. There is a lot about cloud security. So this is it for today's live. Sorry if my internet connection was not good today. I don't know how you people are able to follow me, because at least when I look at the screen, there is some lag. I'm sorry if there is some disturbance to you. Next time I'll make sure that this doesn't happen. Thank you so much. In next 5 minutes, you will see me uploading the video, automated deployments on the AKS platform. Do not miss that video. It's super interesting. See you all. Bye. Take care.